Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video where today I'm going to show you several voice modulators. Let's start with the first one, which is VoiceMod, which I have right here. This is the free version. As you can see, it's a bit limited. We only have 5 voices to choose from. Also, if you invite friends and so on, you'll be able to unlock more voices. You can switch between them, and to preview, simply click here. And you'll be listening with a different voice, like using it in some application. Well, you just have to change the microphone you use to the one with the application's name. Let me give you an example. I'm going to open OBS here and show you how to use the voice modulator in OBS. You just need to go here to the 3 dots on the microphone. Click on Properties and change the microphone, in this case, to the voice mode application. Click it and then click OK. In this case, so you don't hear me with a weird voice, I'm not going to change it, but that's how you would do it. Just click OK. Alright, let's continue with the next one. Let's continue with the EasyAsk VoiceWave application. It's a very similar application that offers us several free voices. We have several free voices. In this case, we have 6 free voices and the rest are paid. It works more or less like the other one. If we click here on the heart, it will be added to the favorites list. We can adjust the volume, pitch, and timbre. And what's interesting about this app is also the sound panel here, where we can add various sounds. These, if I'm not mistaken, are all free. So in that regard, the app is very good because, in my opinion, the voice is not as well achieved as in the previous app we looked at. This is also very interesting. We can change the voice of an already existing audio file. In other words, it doesn't have to be something we record live. We can just upload it. We can upload an audio or even a video file here, and it will directly change the voice in that audio or video file. I think that's the most interesting thing about this app. And finally, let's take a look at the dubbing app. Here it is. When we open it, it's quite similar to the others we have here. We can filter by cartoon characters or by normal voices, and here, just like the others, they appear for us. We have several free voices and many others that are paid. But what's really interesting about this particular app is the community, since people keep uploading content. In other words, the users themselves on this platform upload their own voices, and honestly, many of them are really well done. We can also filter them by games, anime, skills, robotics. Well, you have a ton of filters here, and we also have sounds that we can filter as well. And the sounds, if I'm not mistaken, are all free and from the community. So here, every day it gets updated because users keep uploading new sounds and new voices. Also, something very interesting is the lab, which is for cloning our own voice. And for example, instead of us speaking, we can enter some text and have it recorded in our own voice. That is, have the text recorded with our voice. Which is really useful, for example, to automate YouTube videos, so you don't always have to record your own voice. You just enter some text and it comes out in your voice or as close to it as possible. And finally, I'm going to show you the guides here that they are useful for quite a few applications. Earlier, I explained how to do it in OBS so that the microphone works in different applications. In this case, for OBS, as I showed you earlier, you would go to Properties on the microphone and change the microphone to the name of the application. But here, you have then the guide for Discord, Steam, Valorant, Fortnite, League of Legends, Roblox, and Windows in general. Which is really useful for you, and it's the same in all the applications I've shown you so far. So with this video, I hope I've helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.